You know, if you would have told me a year or two ago that her and I would be in my car talking like this, I don't think I'd believe you. Oh, jeez. Look, the stroking of the hair feels so nice. I really wish I didn't fuck things up. And I think even though she doesn't act like it, so does she. I mean, I really screwed her over. 6 months into the first time around, I left her for someone else. Whether she knows that to this day or not, I have no clue. And guess what? It blew up in my face, and I was left with no one. So, trying to find anyone, I went around. And I got around. Oh boy. This was her idea, actually. I felt weird about people walking by. This was actually in a movie I really wanted to see. But none of those girls really stuck to me. I wasn't bothered by leaving them, no worries about when I'd get to see them again, and definitely no regrets. Well, maybe a couple regrets. But none like this. Sorry.
Sorry. I have a boyfriend.
You what? You have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay then. You know, our first kiss was at the movies. She took me to see Casablanca, and I had never seen it before, and she was shocked. So we saw it, and I fell in love. It was just so great. You know, Bogart was cool, and Bergman was beautiful, and Claude Rains was Claude Rains, and just everything about it was so good, and it definitely had an impact on me, you know? And I'll never forget that night. Can she say the same? I don't know, but every time I think of that perfect movie, I think of her. I mean, we really loved each other. She loved me a lot. So I guess now it's kind of like I'm Bogart. So maybe there's a bright side to all this. But that means there's really only one thing for me to do, huh? As much as I hate to admit it. I've learned most of my life lessons from the movies. And this is definitely one of those more obvious lessons. I spent so much time being unhappy already. I drinking alone in my room and calling her and trying to make things work out. And I was so angry with myself for letting her go. For letting her go so easily. And I truly wish I hadn't. Now she's with this guy, and I don't know anything about this guy. I mean, he's probably a good guy, like Victor Laszlo from Casablanca. I want to ask her, like, does he know anything about us? Does he know anything about me? Does he care that we're spending so much time together? I mean, I guess we won't anymore because I have to end what we have here. I can't keep doing this. I mean, we already had our moments. We we were really great together. We had some great times, and we loved each other, but now she's with this guy, and they deserve to have their moments too. I mean, they say love fades, and it's probably time I let this one disappear. It's probably the only way to redeem myself. Plus, it's what Bogart would do. I'm still in love with you. Oh my god. No. No.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I am. I mean it. I didn't know before, but I know now. And I want us to be together.
I told you I have a boyfriend, right?
Yeah, you did.
Well, what about him? I mean, I can't just leave him. I love him.
Well, you loved me, didn't you? How can you just ignore all that we've been through and be with someone else? I mean, don't you feel like there's always gonna be feelings between us?
You think that I've forgotten all that was us and just moved on?
Yeah, I do.
Well, then you're an idiot.
Hey, no, I'm not.
He's been my first boyfriend since you broke up with me. Okay, it's taken me so long to get over that because I did love you. So much. But then you dumped me for another girl.
What? Who told you that?
You did. You called me when you were drunk.
This is not going well.
And I'm trying to be an adult about all this. And be friends. And of course you take it the wrong way.
Well, what about the other night? What was that?
What?
Does your boyfriend know that you were petting another man's hair? We were holding hands. So you know what? I may be an emotionally stunted man boy, but I know you love me. So while we're talking like this, just cut the bullshit and tell me the truth.
What bullshit?
It means you do this to me. I can't fucking read you. You give me all these mixed signals, and then I have to come out and ask you what you're fucking thinking, and then I look like an asshole. So I can't do this anymore. I can't waste my time like this anymore. I love you. And I know you love me too. I know it.
So what if I do? What then? We get back together, and then what? And then we stay together for a while, and then you get bored, and maybe you find another girl.
No.
No?
No, that's not true. That happened when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I've matured now. I have. I know it's not showing right now, but I have. Before I came here, I was planning on ending things with you. That's mature. Right? So let's get back together.
You wanted to end things with me?
Yeah, I was planning on cutting you out of my life altogether, but you know what? I can't. I need you in my life. And I can't stand being your friend while you sleep with some guy who's probably way cooler than me.
You know what? That doesn't sound like such a bad idea.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yes! Yes.
All right. It's probably for the best. Besides, we'll always have Paris. We didn't have it. We lost it until you came to Casablanca. We got it back last night. And you never will. But where I'm going, you cannot follow. What I've got to do, you can't be any part of. And I'm no good at being noble, but it doesn't take much to see that the problems of three little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. someday you'll understand that. Now. Here's looking at you, kid.
I was thinking of ways I could get you. Now I'm thinking of ways to forget you. I was finished the minute I let you in my bed. I stayed up late bitching about being awake until you said, for God's sake, that's what you said. I don't want a Merry Christmas. I don't want these naked pictures that you took under some fiction of me. I don't want to lie awake thinking, oh, is that what that was about? Because everything falls into place so late, but I gonna wanna figure it out. Couple hours, yeah, it was good. I'd leap a fire escape if I could. But you're in my home, I took you here myself. And you came on your own into my unknown. Did you do it